Hi everybody. Going live today. I think I am going live because I have shoes on the brain. My daughter needs some shoes for something that's coming up, and with shoe stores closed, we've been going back and forth with this online shopping thing, and it's been a little difficult to find something that will fit her and be comfortable and exactly what she needs. So, I've been thinking shoes, shoes, shoes for days now. But I think shoes are a good metaphor for things that sometimes happen in our lives. So that's why I decided to jump on live today and give some thoughts about shoes and how they relate to what we could be going through. When my kids were little, they would come to me with these, stories about kids, their siblings or other kids who had been mean to them or perhaps didn't share a toy with them. And, those were easy things to fix, right? But as our kids have grown, the level of offenses, the level of hurt feelings can grow with them. And, who among us, doesn't remember something negative that someone said about us or to us as we were growing up, perhaps as a young teenager or something like that. I mean, kids can be mean sometimes, and words hurt, right? Go ahead and drop a thumbs up to me if you have been there. You remember that has happened to you in the past. But let's notch that situation up just a smidge. Let's assume that while we're growing up, there was an influential adult in our life, perhaps like a parent or a mentor, a coach, a teacher, someone like that, who perhaps gave us some piece of information about ourselves that didn't quite fit. It labeled us in some way or perhaps made us feel less than we were. And let me give you an example of a dad and a teenage daughter. Now, for our purposes, this dad came to the situation not intending to cause harm. Okay. So we have a dad and a teenage girl, and he makes a comment about her changing body as she's maturing. And it didn't make her feel good. It didn't resonate with her, but she heard it. She internalized it. She believed it. And she's probably now repeated that to herself over a decade or so. She's now an adult. And what was said in the beginning was probably a distortion at best, but over the years as she's grown, I mean, it's now a flat out lie that she's telling herself. Now, let's go back to shoes, right? The shoes that we wore as children obviously don't fit us anymore. We outgrow shoes and we outgrow labels as we mature as well. Or perhaps the shoes that were given to us by someone else when we were younger, they really never fit in the first place. We just tried to make them fit. And here's where I want to talk about something I call the Cinderella Principle, and it's something that I taught my kids as they were growing. In the story, right, Cinderella has a pair of glass slippers, and they fit her perfectly. In fact, they're comfortable, and she dances the night away and falls in love in them, right? But the shoes didn't fit anyone else. No matter how hard they tried, they just did not fit. And how does this relate to labels and things like that? As we're growing up, as we become adults, there are people who say things to us because of perhaps their judgments, their biases, their opinions, their reality, their truths that they thrust upon us. They give us these shoes and they try to make us fit into them. And the fact of the matter is that they don't fit. And here's the empowering part about the Cinderella Principle, right? Is that we get to choose which shoes are comfortable for us. We get to choose which pair of shoes we want to wear and which pair of shoes we just want to give back and walk away from. This mantra is that I've told my kids is be yourself, own what's yours, but reject the rest. And I think with shoes, as well as with labels and biases and truths, that same principle can apply. I've been thinking about as we're all emerging from our quarantines and our stay-at-home orders, June is going to be the new January, right? I mean, it's a time where we're going to be able to really, get back out there into the world, of course, in phases safely, all of those things. But we're going to get back out there. We're going to be able to get back to our schedules, get back to our lives, similar to how we do in January after the holidays, right? And I think that our thoughts are going to naturally turn to new goals, new things to do. I mean, spring has been just a crazy time, and we've gotten out of our schedules. So as we're thinking about where we're going to head for the summer, I think that it's a great time to think about these shoes that we have in our closet that just don't fit us anymore. We need to clean out the closet, and we need to buy ourselves some new shoes, right? And so as you're thinking about this, I just want you to know that if you feel like you want some help with that I am here, that I love shoes, and I would love to help you find some shoes that fit you a little bit better than the shoes you've been wearing in the past. I have 30-minute slots opened up in my schedule. You can access them through the Facebook page, and they're no cost, they're free, and there's no strings attached. I'm not going to try to sell you some expensive coaching package if you want to take advantage of this 30-minute call. You